Is Karl-Anthony Towns the actual most valuable player in the NBA? I mean, I know Jokic and Giannis' production have been out of this world, and honestly, if I had to pick one right now, it'd either be those two without much deeper analysis. But that doesn't diminish Cat's value in the slightest, because the impact he's providing for the Knicks have been immense this season. After all that chatter about this trade this offseason, sending him to the Knicks, many thought wasn't a good deal based on the amount of money he was making and how he would fit defensively under Thibs' regime. Because as we all know, Thibs is widely regarded as a coach that really values defense. And let's be honest, even still now, Cat defensively isn't this world stopper or even a plus defender if we're going to be completely transparent. But offensively, and the impact he's bringing offensively to this Knicks team genuinely cannot be overstated. His numbers across the board are career highs, and the Knicks are currently undefeated during the cup action. But what exactly is Cat doing that's having the Knicks absolutely rolling like this? And before we get right into it, make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit that post notification bell, and let's get right into this video. As we all know, shooting and spacing has been one of the premier options in today's NBA, and it's pretty much a requirement for you wanting to be a championship contender. If your team's not a good three-point shooting team and it's not attempting a lot of threes, more times than not only are you not going to have good spacing, that lack of spacing is going to make it very easy for other defensive teams to scheme against that, and it's going to be exploiting that weakness to the greatest of degrees. Well, the Knicks as a team is actually shooting 40% from three as this video is being recorded, and Cat himself is shooting 45% from three on about 5 attempts. Now with Cat, it goes even a level above that, because if we remember, he's playing the center position. And playing center, it makes it so that defenses have to guard him in different ways, because now you're going to be pulling, which is most likely the best rim protector, the center on most nights on NBA teams. With Cat, that center is going to have to be pulled away from the rim, right? Usually, if you go back even 10 years, 15, most centers weren't popping out shooting threes. At most, you're going to get mid-range shot attempts. No, Cat not only is going to be shooting middies, he's going to be stepping it back even farther to hit some knockdown three-pointers. And that spacing that he provides from being such an elite shooter for his size just makes the offense for Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, McBride, and even more. It makes their games easier because of having somebody like Cat with his shooting is going to open up so many more avenues for them to be able to get their shots easier within the flow of a game. This play just makes me laugh so much every time I see it, because Jalen Brunson and Cat run a pick and roll, and now Wendell Carter Jr. is in drop, and even though Jalen Brunson has the inside position on Jalen Suggs, for that split second that he's thinking, he actually follows Cat to the corner, and he just gives the wide open lane to Jalen Brunson, even though he had inside position, and he gets the layup. That right there might seem like the smallest thing. In real time, you might not even catch it, not thanks to the slow-mo we are able to. And that right there encapsulates the value of what Cat can do as a three-point shooter. Forget him just making the three-point shots. The level of spacing also matters, right? When Curry, who's the greatest three-point shooter we've ever seen, the thing that people like to bring up, not only because of his efficient of a three-point shooter he is, we love to bring up what his gravity is as a three-point shooter, the level of attraction he brings as an offensive player. That also applies to Cat, mainly because he's a center and not playing alongside Rudy Gobert, who's very limited offensively. You have to relegate Cat into that fourth power forward position. Now his value as a center offensively is really magnified, because plays like this where he has Jalen Brunson and Cat in pick and roll, many pick and pop situations for Cat is going to happen from the midi and the three-point line, just off the proxy of Cat's three-point shooting and middies. It just makes Jalen Brunson easier to attack downhill and makes it so Cat can attack downhill really quick, which Cat has been amazing this season at attacking the paint. This season playing on the Knicks, I don't think Cat has ever played on a team with this amount of spacing. A lot of the times you're going to see him attacking centers one-on-one on the top of the keys, just going all the way downhill. Or even sometimes you're going to see him in the post go one-on-one attacking defenders, or when they're doing the pick and roll and he catches it on a pop, instead of just shooting it, he'll attack hard closeouts and try to get to the rim all the way, or even he'll make certain times he'll make passes that will just keep tilted defenses in rotation. Cat on this team has just been playing very splendidly, mainly due to his high basketball IQ. You get a center that's this gifted on the offensive end in the pick and roll and just in isolation and post ups, and especially this will just lead to high levels of offense. Currently, the Knicks have the #1 offense in the NBA, 121. And if we just look at when Cat's on the floor, the New York Knicks have a 125 offensive rating. And with him off the floor, it's 118, which isn't too bad. But you can clearly see with Cat on the floor, they'll have the best offense of all time. And before you guys even bring it up, yes, I'm going to talk about the defense, because I know that is something Cat still hasn't been that great on the New York Knicks. Cat defensively isn't really that good, especially at the center position. That's why Tom Thibodeau primarily has him, especially in pick and roll coverages, play drop. And him as a rim protector, he's not going to really deter shots, really, even though he's 7 feet. He doesn't really have the toolkit to really be a great defender in this NBA, especially when we talk about the wingspan and other aspects of what you need to be a good defender. He doesn't have that mobility and other aspects on defense that you'll need to even be serviceable. Yes, Cat defensively has a lot to work on, but at least he is giving effort. And yes, I'm going to give him a bonus for giving effort, because there's going to be plays where he's going to be able to make that block. There's going to be plays he's going to be able to stop a defender on the perimeter and switch out and be able to hold his own on the perimeter. Even though, yes, he's going to get burnt once in a while. Yes, there's going to be guys that's going to be walking to the rim even when he's right there. Yes, all of that is true. But to me, in my opinion, I still think all the value that he brings you offensively does outweigh the bad. And we must remember, Mitchell Robinson hasn't been here. We've seen Cat's best value defensively is when he's playing next to a big man that can defend the rim like Rudy Gobert. Mitchell Robinson can't defend the rim like Rudy Gobert, but it will be nice once he's back to see how is Tom Thibodeau going to fit around his lineup with Mitchell Robinson and Cat, and how well defensively that can work, and how much would that tinker the offense. Because if it doesn't really drop their offensive value that much, this can just boost Cat's value as an overall player, because offensively, I'll be honest, he's been as good as almost all of them. Yes, do I think he's MVP? I don't think he's quite the most valuable player, but I do believe he should be somewhere in that conversation. If somewhere for you is 5, 6, 7, maybe if some of y'all think 10, to me, that's good enough. I just think Cat does deserve to be in that conversation if we're going to be talking about the most valuable players, because what he's bringing to the New York Knicks cannot be overstated. And even Knicks fans who's going to be watching this video knows the value that he's been bringing this year, especially the whole soft label around Cat. The things he's doing, what he was doing to Wagner, the energy that he's been bringing offensively, defensively to this team, I don't know if we can quite call him soft anymore, man. I think that label that Jimmy Butler gave him all the way back in, what was it, 2017, I want to say, 2018. I don't think that label applies to Cat anymore, man. He's a hard-working player. He's going to give his effort, and man, has he been really good. But with that all being said, let me know that down in the comment section below. Do you guys think that Cat actually is the most valuable player? And give me your arguments down in the comment section below. But with that said, like, subscribe, hit that post notification bell to always be notified whenever I upload more videos. And with that, your boy Dream Hoops is out, man. Peace.